Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will try to understand what is microeconomy, what is macroeconomy, what is demand and what is supply and what is market. So first start with what is the microeconomics. Study of economic behavior from individual perspective. Individual here could be a person, could be a consumer, could be a producer who is producing particular goods and service, let's say a firm. So what we study in this microeconomy, if there is a consumer, we study economic behavior like what is the salary of this person, what is the consumption habit of this person, his expenditure. So everything from the perspective of this person in the microeconomy. And if there is a firm, individual firm who is producing some goods and service, so here we study like salaries which this firm is giving to his employees, how this firm is producing their manufacturing unit. So everything related to economic, we study from the individual perspective that come into the microeconomics. It could be from the consumer perspective, it could also be from the producer perspective. In the macroeconomy, we study the same thing but from a group of people, not for a particular person. As we had seen that here we are studying from a individual perspective, from a individual consumer. In the macroeconomic term, we study the same from many peoples. Like we find out some aggregate values, as you had came across GDP of a country. So these studies come under the macroeconomic. There are other economic aggregate like CPI, Price Index, and Wholesale Price Index. These studies come under the microeconomy. So now we had seen what is the difference between the microeconomy and the macroeconomy. Now come to the demand. What is the demand in the market? Quantities of a goods and service that a consumer is willing to buy at different prices. That is the demand for that goods. Let's say example, there are a group of consumers, consumer, let's say 100 people. They are willing to buy, let's say 1 quintal rice at the price of 50 kilogram, 50 rupees per kilogram. So the demand of this rice will be the 1 quintal at the rupees of 50 kilogram, 50 rupees per kilogram. So this is the demand of a particular good. Same for a service, and for the supply, quantities of a goods and service that a producer is willing to sell at different prices. Let's say there is a firm who is producing some particular, who is giving some producing some particular goods. Let's say a pen company. Uh, this firm is willing to sell, let's say 1,000 pen at the rupees of one pen, 10 rupees per pen. Then this would be the supply of this pen, particular goods. So this is the supply, and these interaction between the demand and supply give rise to the market price. Let me give you definition first. What is the market? Arrangement under which there is an interaction between the demand and supply of a goods and service, and these interaction give rise to the market price. Give an example. Like let's say there are 100 people who are willing to buy, let's say, 100 shares at the price of 100 shares of Reliance. You can choose anything here. For example, at the rupees of 2000 per share. These people are willing to buy these share at this price, and on the other side, 100 people who want to sell the same thing at the 2000 rupees per share. So these interactions came into the market where people buy and sell particular goods and service. Try to understand how these interactions give rise to the market price. Here, the market price of a particular Reliance share is 2000 rupees. Let's say if in a scenario where only 90 people are willing to buy the same share, it means demand decreases. But on the other hand, 100 people are willing to sell. So in this scenario, if supply is same and decreases, then the market price will go down. So earlier we had seen the Reliance share was 2000 rupees per share. Due to demand decreases, it will become something like 900 rupees per share. It depends on the bid. In the other case, if 110 people are willing to buy that particular share, we had seen like 2000 per share, and in this section 100 people are willing to sell. So here we are seeing that how demand is increasing. So if demand increases and the supply remain the same, in this scenario market price goes up. So here Reliance share would be from increase by 2000 and become 2100 rupees per share. I hope you are getting how these interactions decide the market price for a particular goods and service. We had seen from example of Reliance here, and these interactions comes into the market. So here the market would be the stock exchange. You can think any other examples here. So in this lecture we had seen what is the microeconomy. So study of economic behavior from individual perspective. What is microeconomy? Study of same thing not from the individual perspective but from the group of peoples, group of firms. And we had seen what is the demand, and we also had seen what is the supply and how interaction between the demand and supply give rise to the market price for a particular goods and service. So thank you for watching.